Hello, my gorgeous water signs, and welcome to your weekly energy check-in reading. We are just going to jump right in and get started. Automatically, I can tell that this energy is just a little bit heavier. We start off with this light-hearted person, and I feel like the otter and the deer are the same person. I feel like there could be 3 people involved in this situation coming up within the next 7 days. So we have an innocent person who's just playful and sweet and loving and nurturing. We have a shifty character here who is clever and calculative. And then we have a stoic, quiet friend. And I feel like this is a friend too. I feel like this is a friend that's kind of looking over whatever this situation is. And I feel like they're watching this fox very carefully. I feel like you are the otter water signs. This otter deer person. I feel like what could possibly happen if this lion blinks or turns their head for just a minute, I feel like you might get stung by this fox person. There is the opportunity for that to come up. I feel like it would be more in the way of your feelings would get stung. I feel like whoever this fox scorpion person is, now this person could be a Scorpio. Doesn't have to be, but I kind of feel like, we are in a water sign read, so we have to kind of point that out. It could be 2 water signs dealing with each other. Doesn't have to be, but it could be. Only take what resonates, toss the rest. You could be a Scorpio and be a very kind and loving person. If that's the case, I'm not talking about you. Nobody needs to get their feelings hurt, especially not by the reader. Okay. So we have abundance. So what I'm kind of getting from this, I was kind of getting something like this in the Sagittarius read as well, or Sagittarius. Fire signs. Now, for me to say Sagittarius just specifically, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Don't have to be, but could be. Could be flipped. You could be a Sagittarius cross-watching. I never do say that about the cross-watchers, but cross-watchers are welcome. Just put yourself where you fit, right? Somebody might be pocket watching. Somebody might be looking to see how much abundance you have, water sign. I feel like they're doing this because they're trying to decide whether or not you would be, I hear a calculative move, a good option for them. I feel like this person is more of a leech and they're looking to kind of leech off of you. If you maybe have a good job, they could be looking at you like maybe you have money stored away. I want to say in heaps. So this is this fox scorpion person's hopes. They're looking to cash in on the fact that you're sweet, you're nurturing, you're loving, you're kind. They might offer you a sob story and build you up. They may love bomb you, right? And then cry a sob story at the same time. So it's like, they're trying to tug on every single heartstring they can get their little paws on. I feel like you are this golden egg. You might have enough money, right? You might just be this loving, kind individual who has a stable, sturdy foundation to build upon. And this person is looking to, I would say, grab your coattails, but I feel like that's even too much work. This person doesn't even want to hang on. They just want to be drugged by you along for the ride. I hear lazy, lazy, lazy. So, yeah, I feel like this person's probably in that lack mentality. I hear trudging through the desert. And then stopping and looking around and noticing things are barren, right? So I feel like this person comes from lack mentality. And I feel like that's the reason why this person acts the way they do. So spiritually speaking, this person doesn't believe that they can achieve anything, doesn't believe that they can accumulate anything on their own. And so they look for someone else to kind of supply that for them, right? But when it comes down to it, it's only the way that they think about themselves and the opportunities that they may have in the future or in the here and now that would possibly make them feel like they just can't do it, or, they just can't create that themselves. And so, you know, they live their life this way. And I hear stuck to the rock. So it's like you're the rock, you're steady, and the starfish is kind of sticking to it, trying to just go along for the ride. I feel like there's a part of you that kind of sees this, and I do want to say scorpionic energy. So you may have scorpionic energy in your chart. You don't have to be a Scorpio, but you could be. But I feel like it's seeing with clarity, even when it comes to darker situations, darker elements. I hear we see with clarity. We see with light. So you're shining a light on kind of what you already know. This person wants you to do all the building, and then they want to just, you know, step on in the front door kind of thing. I feel like you're kind of tuned into this, and I feel like this is going to be someone that you might try to sidestep. I hear sidestep the bullshit. So yeah, we have this snake here. I feel like you're tuned in, you're tapped in, you're turned up. You are, you know, utilizing that intuition, your passion for movement forward, and your passion and zest for life itself. And I feel like you are going to make a different move. Yeah, you're going to move away from the vulture. I hear pick the bones clean, as I normally do with the vulture. I don't know where that came from, but that's what I hear. I feel like this person, yeah, I hear bleed you dry. This person is looking to take you for all you're worth. Another one that I hear. They just want to get caught up in your web, right? So they feel like if they're stuck in your web somewhere, they're going to benefit off of all the work that you're doing. This could be divine looking out for you. This does not have to be a third person. And I wanted to say that in the fire sign read as well, and it just never came to my lips. But a lot of times if there's a third person, this could also be divine standing in, protecting, watching over, nurturing you, helping you to see with clarity, while still bathing you in the warmth that spirit does, right? Yeah, there is darkness, but there's also a light in the darkness. Water signs, you're that light in the darkness this week. I feel like you're just going to gain from this, actually. It's like every time somebody tries to use you or hurt you or pull one over on you because you're kind, you're loving, you're gentle, I feel like divine sees that. And not only divine, this could be a third person, like I said as well. This could be a third person who's really seeing this and ready to speak up on it, and passionately at that. They're ready to roar to protect you. So I feel like you're not falling for this person's trap. They are trying to wiggle into your life. They might be using their looks as well. That might be another way you can tell. Yeah, this person's trying to stay shadowed. And I feel like they're trying to even stay shadowed towards the spirit or this third person. So yeah, things are going to transform. I feel like this isn't going to go out further than a week. Yeah, look, we have the same card in reverse as the fire sign read, which is fabulous to see because this was a really important key player in their reading as well. It's like, I don't know what it is this coming 7 days, but I feel like there are low-lying negative energy type people looking to act out in ridiculous ways to get what they want. They're not going to get it. Spirit's on deck. They're watching everything. They see from a higher vantage point. There is no way this person can hide from divinity, right? It just doesn't work that way. You can try and cloak yourself all you want, but you know, you're going to be seen by divine eye and dealt with by divine hand. That's just the way it goes. So there's nothing you have to do. You don't have to step outside of your kindness, your love, the way you maneuver. I feel like you do have to set healthy boundaries, though. So I would encourage that. Do not allow this person to hang on to your coattails. Do not allow this person to feed off of you. You deserve so much more than that. Sidestep this BS and be on your way. There are others ahead of you on the path who would be kinder, more loving. Yeah, and you're going to have your phoenix moment. You're going to rise right back up. I feel like there's not going to be much to rise from. I feel like this might end up hurting you because you're a soft-hearted person, and to be used by someone you're trying to help is never a good feeling, right? I get it. But I do feel like you have better people ahead of you, new friends, new, I wanted to say new family. You could have somebody marrying into the family. I don't know why that just came to mind, but could serve as a really good friend or as a loving confidant. So I do feel like you have better people in your life, better opportunities for lovers in the future. So don't settle for less than you deserve. Never do that. Especially when somebody's unkind to you and all you do is help, you know? All right, what do we have here? I hear I owe you. This person may say that a lot. Oh, I owe you one. Or, but they never give back. It's like always that in the future I'll give back. And the future never gets there. You never get to that point. Again, I see I owe you. So it's like, again, yes, that's what they're trying to say. I owe you. Again, I owe you. Right? So it's like it happens over and over again, but this person never gives back. So that might be a really, and I feel like that just helped you ID this person or figure out who this person is to you. This person could be 34. This person could be 44, 43, 33. So 30s, 40s. I'm hearing 20s for some as well. I hear late 20s, like 26 or 25, 22. Could have a J first name and an S last name. That's very specific. So, you know, could go either way. RM, first and last name. RM, last name, could be for some. Or T with an M last name. Now, these initials could be you or a person you're dealing with, right? Could go either way. All right. I hear something about somebody who's 17. You could be a 17-year-old person, and you could be dealing with someone who uses you for what you have. If that's the case, definitely keep it moving. Set healthy boundaries. Do it now while you can, while you're young. All right, we have transformation, spirituality, femininity, so nurturing oneself to transform. That is the gift. I feel like that's what Spirit's trying to say. Something about witchcraft as well with this little acorn. I see someone handing an acorn to somebody in passing, and I feel like that's an older thing that they used to do. So those who knew about it were witches. So a witch would pass to a witch, and that's how, in the forest or, you know, in passing, and that's how you'd know someone was. I believe that's how it goes. You could be dealing with a friendly person who's looking out for you. Maybe you have someone who practices that watches over you. A family member, a friend. Could be something like that. We do, but that's not for everybody, so don't take it if it doesn't resonate. We have this tiny, tiny snake. And I feel like we have this elephant here on the path. I feel like this is only a minor thing on your path. I feel like that's what Spirit's saying about the cards that we just read. This isn't anything you have to worry about. This is nothing to worry yourself over at all. Just like I said, set those healthy boundaries. Great change is coming, I feel like, on your path. You have Spirit standing in as well. I feel like you're in good enough balance where you can weather the situation and be just fine. We do have fairy magic here, and I do feel like there is that element, especially in spring with this energy coming in. You might work with the fairies. You might be a witch practicing that works with fairies. Don't have to be, but I am seeing that here as a possibility. And it might help improve your connection with, I want to say, the earth and grounding. or bring more magic to that element of practice for some. Yeah, there's something, yeah, you don't see. I feel like you weren't meant to see this until you were kind of in the thick of the lesson. As pertaining to the cards, I feel like Spirit didn't want you to see it before it happened so you could fully sidestep it. I feel like Spirit wanted you to understand that, you know, it does happen on the path. You will have to really look at people before you trust them wholeheartedly. And I know that's hard to hear for a loving person, because you just want to love everybody. You just want to give everybody the best of you, right? And I feel like Spirit's trying to say that in order to take care of yourself, you may have to take on a new perspective. And it's not one that is sunshine, rainbows, and unicorn farts, right? It's not always like that. And I feel like as a spiritual being, as a loving being, walking through the physical, there are ways that we need to learn to protect ourselves, and we have to learn to see with clarity. And not everyone is going to treat us accordingly, right? Not everyone is going to treat us the way we treat them. So Spirit wants you to open your eyes just a little bit. It's like, don't lose your faith and hope in humanity as a whole. I feel like there's a lot of good out there, but there's also, you know, facets of those we come across, soulmates and friends, and even through family, that we're not going to love, and that are, you know, they're going to show true color. You know, we all have fault in some way as we walk this path. So try not to be too judgmental or harsh, but know when it's time to set a healthy boundary. I feel like there's a happy medium here, and Spirit is kind of helping you find your balance. And this is all for a learning lesson. They just want you to see this so you learn how to sidestep, learn how to maneuver. I hear duck and weave, and I hear I see boxing, so that could be for someone as well. Yeah. All right, that is what I have for you all. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.